That's one of the coins I advise people not to buy.
Not to buy,
you know?
Guys. Nothing but the finest production value here. This thing, and this probably been in Cujo's mouth too. Today we're going to be talking about, what are we talking about?
Fractional gold.
Fractional gold coming up.
Fractional gold.
All right, so fractional gold is a topic that Shout Out actually suggested that they wanted to talk about. New stackers getting into precious metals. They don't necessarily know what they should be buying because there are so many options.
And it's a budget thing. Their first purchase, they really just want to like test the waters, make a small couple $100 purchase, and that's where that comes in. But you know, when you buy the smaller the denomination, the higher the premium on that stuff. You know, and
yeah,
that's the only disadvantage of it. You know.
Yeah. So just to give you guys some frame of reference, the most common sizes when it comes to precious metals in terms of coins, you get the 1 ounce coins, half ounce, quarter ounce, and then the 10th ounce. Now we've got a bunch of 10th ounce coins here. These are 1/10 ounce gold eagles. They're about the size of a dime.
Premium coin you can get right there.
Oh, actually 1/20th.
That's one of the coins I advise people not to buy.
Not to buy.
You know?
But people love them.
It's the hottest seller. You couldn't keep them in stock. They just fly.
Why do you think that those are so popular? Again, is it the
I guess it's just because they're eagles.
So here's my take. I think that with the gold eagles, the 10th ounce gold eagles, number one, like you were saying, it's a budget issue. It's a lot easier for somebody to drop
just
$250
to buy an ounce,
right. And so they still feel like they're getting their gold fix.
Right.
They're not shelling out a ton of money, but they're still feeling good. Like they've got that accomplished feeling that, okay, I stacked this month or this week or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to agree with Andrew that if you're looking to be stacking gold, this is not the best way to go because of the premiums. So right now these are retailing for how much?
As high as 275, 280.
Keep going.
Are they that high? You know what? I have them on my website for 232.
Yeah.
And like nobody buys them. I don't know, you know.
I just posted yesterday in my deals group 230.
Yeah.
$230. We're talking $6 over my wholesale price. Right. Yeah. And crickets. Yeah. Crickets. I don't know what the hell you guys are doing sleeping.
So that stuff, I mean, you have an alternative. You can buy the 1/10 ounce Britannias, Canadian Maple Leafs, Eagles, and pay the higher premium, or you can do the generic, I don't know, quarter ounce, half ounce, I see Horarius, Volcambi make some of that stuff,
But you're talking about bars.
Coins, bars, I don't know.
Well, when you're saying generic, you're saying
coins. If you do enough research, you could find quarter ounce rounds, 1/10 ounce rounds. You know what I mean? You could.
Here's the thing, too, though. What I've seen, and I don't know, because again, guys, Andrew's main business is business to business. I typically sell to retail customers.
Retail public.
The retail public can be challenging. I've noticed though that the majority of the people prefer coins over bars because they're government backed. Yeah. Yes, bars are cheaper.
Like, what does that really mean?
I think it's a felony if you are buying counterfeit and dealing in counterfeit coins, whereas with bars, I guess it's a misdemeanor.
It's funny, these guys, they come in like they say. I hear that line all the time. I only buy from government,
coins.
Yeah, coins from government-backed mints. Blah blah blah. And like, I want to buy one 1/10 ounce eagle. Yeah, it makes no difference at that
coffee
point.
Off of here.
I mean?
1/10 ounce eagle.
Promoting Dunkin' Donuts.
We are promoting. Dunkin's going to sponsor.
And I'm still going strong. No coffee. I still haven't had coffee.
I don't know if that's going strong. You can have coffee. Just take out the sugar.
I'm only drinking water right now.
And I don't want to start talking about the whole,
back to metals
because now I'm feeling bad about myself.
Why, you haven't been not training?
No, I haven't been doing training. I'm like, today's the day, and then I go home. I'm like, let me eat donuts.
It's hard. But anyway, we have these 1/10 ounce up here. We also have these are 20 kroners. These are low premium also. This is foreign gold.
I've sold quite a few of these on the auction. because they are
they're nice coins.
cheaper.
They're low premium.
They look pretty.
1867. Is that what they were?
It seems about right.
Yeah.
It seems about right. That's the other thing too. A lot of the American folk have a difficult time when they they're doing decimals. The decimals, like I can't do the math.
You know, like I said, you can Google a lot of that stuff, and you can see. You go on AppMex, they have every coin you could possibly think of. You look in the specifications.
Yes.
Give you,
and it tells you.
Anything.
And I never remember the decimals ever.
I see it a lot, so I know a lot.
You're like Rain Man. Yeah. I'm like, how much is this? You're like, it's 0.462. Definitely 4.62.
I kill people with see it like that all the time. You know? Like, I don't know what that is. I'm like, actually.
Well, when you message me, you're like, oh, it's 0.1 blah, blah, blah over spot. I'm like, Andrew, don't make me do math. Just tell me the number, please. But to answer, like, in terms of, like, if you had to only buy fractional, like you could only buy fractional gold, then which size would you tell them? Are you going to say, hey, go with the half ounce because that's the least amount of premium?
Yeah. Right. Generic gram bars.
No. Coins.
Lowest premium gold coins, probably 1/10 ounce Britannias.
Is that what you're thinking?
1/10 ounce Canadian Maple Leafs. I mean, you know, some of those stuff 4 or 5% over spot. What's the difference if you pay 6 or 7 for? You're talking.
But here's the thing:
if you're buying a lot in big quantity, I'm always a numbers guy. So like, I don't know, if you have a couple choices, you could probably buy 1/10 ounce Krugerrands.
There you got it.
Probably the cheapest out of anything right now.
Yes.
Know? So that would probably be my buy. Be my advice to anyone looking to buy fractional. I'd probably stick with Krugerrands.
So 10th ounce, he's saying Krugerrands.
Yeah.
For 10th ounces, for me, I keep going with like Britannias.
Yeah, they're low premium.
Because they're low premium. They've got all those different security features.
The new security features.
And they are the prettiest, in my opinion.
You couldn't go wrong. The Britannia is probably a little bit more
than the Krugerrand, yes.
But I mean,
$2.
Yeah.
At that point, just that's
if you're
that's the
buying
point.
10 of them, it's $20 difference. It's like
But now going back to the whole thing with premiums, guys. Again, now think about this. Okay, if you buy 10th ounce. Let's just say Britannias, okay? Let's say they're going for $235. You're going to be spending $2,350 for an ounce of 10th ounce Britannias, or you can buy just the 1 ounce coin. That's going to be $2,110, maybe something around so you're looking at a $200 difference. But for newbie stackers getting into stacking precious metals, if you must be buying gold and your budget only allows for, let's say, 10th ounces, Krugerrands, Andrew saying I'm going Britannias. Either way, you're still kind of in the same ballpark. Go with those coins.
Low premium entry.
They're cheaper than the Eagles. They're cheaper than the Maples. Quarter ounces, I guess you could make the same case going up in sizes.
Yeah, I mean the Eagles are just a little bit higher than everything else.
Yeah.
If you really want to go to that, they get top of the line, you stick with the Eagles. But I'm a numbers guy. I would recommend right now Krugerrands.
Oh, first time on that.
I got you on that one.
First attempt.
Nice. Krugerrands, like you said, Britannias.
Yeah. He's having difficulty calling me Matt now. He's like, "What's up, Stormy?"
You're funny. You're like, I don't want to go by my moniker. I looked at someone next to me. I said, "What the hell's a moniker?"
Oh, really? Listen, it's all right. My nickname. Now foreign gold. You like it because there's cheaper premium.
It's low premium, and we talked about the number. That's 1867. You just multiply the gold price by 1867. That's how much it's worth. That's its actual,
So if we're at 2,000 an ounce, 1867, that's how much gold weight
for that 20 kroner.
So these kroners, so just so you guys know too, and you don't be worried about getting into foreign gold. Because some people will be like, nobody knows what that is. Really, at least in America, a lot of people don't know the foreign coins. But a lot of dealers, a lot of businesses who deal in this stuff day in and day out, they know these coins. You'll if you're going to sell this stuff to a business, like they will offer to you, and it doesn't take you very long to go on Google and just search if you don't know what it is. But I would just say, in terms of like the foreign gold, at least for me, the most common foreign gold that I buy and sell, kroners, sovereigns, French roosters,
20 francs, right? Those move.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anything other than that,
every country, I've seen them from all over the world, man. There's some really. You ever see you've seen the buy sheets, the list of foreign coins?
Yeah,
Like this,
yeah. I don't dabble in all that. They'll have like Italian lira. Like they'll do all sorts of stuff.
I had them a couple of weeks ago.
Did you?
Yep.
Yeah.
You bought some.
Did I?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I can't remember yesterday, let alone.
I got the receipt to prove it.
Let alone. I don't do the receipts. I think that also newbies getting into stacking, you know, if they came to me today, they're like, I only have $500 to spend. I would say
10 ounce bar of silver and a 1/10 ounce gold.
Yeah. Give you a little bit of both. 100%. And I would also, here's the other thing too, real new people to stacking, they think they're going to spend $500, that they're going to get like 3 big gold coins. They have no concept of, no, here, this is what you get. It's like a little pipsqueak thing. Yeah. They don't necessarily realize, and you know, it's funny. Like I've had this discussion with some people. You know, if you go to your spouse, I mean, your wife probably has more knowledge since you've been dealing in this day in and day out for 20 years. But just go to like somebody in your family or whatever and take like a 1 ounce gold coin and be like, hey, how much do you think this is? They're like, I don't know, $300. Like they just have no concept.
No idea.
So just know that when you're getting into stacking, you got to be, number one, realistic with what your expectations are. Number two, you have to be ready for the fact that prices are going to fluctuate constantly. You can't get panicked if the prices drop. That's just the name of the game. You look at those opportunities to buy a little bit more to dollar cost average, and look at this as like a long-term thing. I mean, that's what you got to remind yourself when you're getting into precious metals. I mean,
yeah, it's no different than building an investment portfolio. These probably, you know, it's long-term.
It is. Yes, it is. I'm trying to think also for precious metals. Stuff. Yeah, for fractionals.
You know, we have these.
What other takeaways? The bars.
You know, I know we're talking about coins and rounds and stuff, but man, these bars are the way to go too. They're in the assay cards. You know, these are. I like them like this. They can't be messed with. Scratched. You know,
one of the ongoing jokes on my channel is like, you like it in the assay,
like
right?
You
like it in.
Hey, I like it in the assay. I don't know. That's the only way I buy.
Do you always take your gold in the assay? You always. Yeah, these can be forged and faked, just like anything.
Yeah, the coins can too.
Yep. You know. Yep. But and these are actually very popular. Lady Fortuna, Pamp, Suisse gold bars.
See, that's it too. These are both 5 gram. And yes. There's probably a $15 difference price in the two of these. You know,
the Pamp is probably the more expensive one. Sure. And that's because it's like a name brand.
It's like
yeah.
It's like buying sneakers.
Name brand. You know? It is. This one's like Acre. I don't know what Acre is. But do you recommend to your customer? Andrew always recommends to his customers buy the cheapest possible.
I'd sell this 10 times before I sell that. You know.
Yeah. Just because it's cheaper.
But don't get me wrong. I have people that come in, they only buy Pamp products. You know, so.
The name, it's the name recognition.
Itself. You know, and they only want the Lady Fortuna. They don't want, like, you know.
I don't like that design.
You know what? I like the new Pamp bars. The new design without the Lady
What
Fortuna.
Is the new one?
Here last time. Remember we like held it up or something?
I don't remember.
Videos. I don't know.
I don't remember, guys.
I don't remember anything.
It's like after today, I won't remember until I'm like editing.
Oh my god.
What's on the design of the new ones? Do you
It
recall?
just says Pamp. It has like those radiant lines. You know what I mean? It's.
Are you sure that was me?
I'm pretty sure, man.
Okay, well,
I don't do these things with anybody else.
How about, since we're talking about gold, stacking gold, fractional gold, now we've gone into bars. You know, we were talking about pre-33 versus generic. How many minutes into this episode are we so far? Can you see
that far?
Jesus, we're old. What are we? 15 minutes?
Oh, that's it? We got a lot of talking to do, buddy.
Second. This feels like 15 minutes. This feels like an hour-long episode already.
Keep talking.
I'm seeing more people getting into pre-33. numismatic, slabbed and graded, pre-33.
You know, graded's just a different. You know, the grades hold their value. You know what I mean, I would always recommend graded
over the raw pre-33.
Yeah, raw's only good if you're buying it and you're gonna have it graded.
Why?
You know what I mean? Because when it's raw, it's subject to whoever's buying its opinion of what grade it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like we talked about this last time. The difference between like low premium, extra fine AU, you know, like it's a pretty big difference in price. And believe me, I've been doing this for a while. Last thing you want to do is buy a coin as a raw coin as an AU, and you go to sell it,
and it's
they
like
say, oh,
beat to hell.
It's cleaned.
Yeah,
you get 99% of melt on it. You know what I mean? And you know, what do you do?
What
when it's graded? Like I said, you just buy the grade. You could easily look at a sheet and say, hey, this coin's worth this amount of money. That's it.
How let me ask you this too, because this isn't a topic that was really. I don't think I've really ever covered this from the perspective of the business. When you are buying the slabbed and graded coins off of customers, how far back on the...
I work tight, man. $10.
$10. So if, let's say, something's a $2,200 coin, you would offer them $2,190.
Yep.
So you're very close to like whatever the...
Yeah.
Do you look at... What do you use to gauge those prices? Do you use the red book? Do you use the gray sheet, or do you look at
gray sheet,
eBay?
You know, I used the gray sheet. A couple of suppliers that I work with put out like a price list. You know, you could see pretty easily. You know,
like Upstate or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's that and a lot of wholesalers put out these price sheets, and like you could kind of gauge what the value is on a wholesale market. They're usually all within. You know,
$10, $20.
Yeah, they're all pretty close. So
is that because they all?
I also have, you know, I've been retailing a lot also through my website. So like I pay $10.
What's your website?
Bayshore Bullion Exchange.com.
What's my website?
EmpirePreciousMetals.com. So you know, I've been putting this stuff so I can pay $10 under, and like you know, I make 0.5% on it if I dump it wholesale, and I could get that little premium extra if I can move it on my website, but you know it's iffy. Sometimes you take the chance and it
just
moves
sits.
And you know it sits. Sometimes it
and
you know.
I mean, if you've gone on my website, I have it heavily populated with a ton of stuff that kind of just sits there.
You got to remember something too. I don't buy like these are big lots, so it's not like I'm not buying one coin and making $10 on it. They bring in like. You know,
30, 50, 100 of something.
Of them, and, you know, where you know it's a huge deal, and you know I make a % or two on it, and it's thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
yeah. I haven't yet posted, you know, slabbed and graded pre-33 gold on my site for sale.
I bought some collections, man.
Have you? Next time you get stuff in, I know one time I was here, you had a whole bunch, and but I just wasn't in the financial spot to pick any of it up. But always keep me in mind whenever you get something like that.
Graded stuff?
Yeah, just give me a shout, because every once in a while I might pick something up for the auction, which is on Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern on the YouTube channel. Have you ever thought of doing anything like that? Auctions and things like that? I know we've talked about the time.
You know, we were just talking while we were setting up. I'm so busy right now. Like, I'm so overwhelmed with so much going on that like I don't have time to do anything.
I barely have the time to create content anymore.
It's so hard.
I don't know what has happened.
We're here on a Sunday morning.
We're actually recording real early, and we usually record 3 to 4 episodes in any given sit down. And
it's hard.
It's very hard.
Hard to accommodate each other's schedule.
Yep.
You know,
you're actually a lot more accommodating. You're a lot more flexible.
I work till midnight. I'm you know, I would have met here at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Because you're a freak.
I like to get shit done. You know what I mean? But
I like to get stuff done too. But I like to sleep every now and then.
You know, business too. I've been here. You know, I had a friend of mine call me recently. He's like, "Hey, everything. What happened to your car?" I think I told you this story. He said, "What happened to your car?"
Yeah.
Man? I said, "What are you talking about?"
Is this when you ran out of gas?
No. When I ran out of gas.
Is this that one? You're like, what the hell's going on with this?
No, but he called and he said, "Well, you know, what's going on with your car?" And he said, "I leave for work in the morning and your car's there." I said,
"Oh."
Yeah. And he's like, "Then I come home at night.
You're
and your
still
car's
there.
Still there, man. What did it break down? You all right over there?" And I said, "No, dude, I'm just working, man. You know." And
it's the way it is.
Yeah, meeting people early, staying late.
Yeah,
you know, it's
it's for me too. The different the difference is it's almost like I'm managing 2 jobs now, because I have a full-time precious metals business, which does take up, it is like a whole other job, because you know how it is when you're trying to incorporate the social media into your everyday operation. You know, I work from 7 till 3 as a teacher, and then I get my kids, and then that's it. Then I'm working from, I would say, 4 until 9 p.m. most nights. And then throughout the day, like if I'm on my lunch break or whatever, I'm editing videos. Like you see, I'm texting you, I'm editing this video now. I have my private deals group. It's constant. And I don't know how I was not only doing these videos with you once a week, but I was also creating my own videos at home once to twice a week, right? So I would have a total of 3 videos plus a live stream, sale. Then I have to pack up all the stuff and ship it out. I haven't had the time to create those videos at home. I just haven't. I don't know why. I think I've been doing more private sales too lately, and that takes up more time. Yeah. So it's
crazy, man. It goes by so fast too.
I think the thing with this, at least this is like, it's like a commitment thing where it's like, okay, I have a place to be at a certain time. Then you're here, you're actually working. And to me, and I've been saying this to a lot of my subscribers, it's a lot more, for me, I enjoy talking to people. It's kind of weird. I'm antisocial, but I'm also social. Like, if that makes any sense. Like, I go in my moods. Like, I love talking to people, but then there's times where I'm like, I want to be left the hell alone.
I've been very antisocial lately.
Have you?
Ugh. I just want to get stuff done. You know what I mean? It's a lot of running around, a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails.
It's constant.
It's constant.
It's constant. And
God forbid you don't respond back to somebody.
People get pissed off. They expect that
you really try to accommodate everybody, and it's
hard.
It's overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah. No, I totally get it 100%. I get a lot of questions from people, and I can't always questions. Yeah, you know, I can't always answer them. Yeah,
you answer a question for them, never hear from them ever again.
A lot of times, and I'm not trying to be a jerk, but people will ask me, "How much is this coin worth?" Hi, I found you on TikTok. How much is this worth? Right. I don't even respond, and it's not to be a jerk. It's like, guys, you're on the internet. Go freaking find it on the internet. I'm not Google. Yeah. Go on Google, find it. Like.
Just as easily as they typed in the question, they could have
yes, they could have just done it. Like, I don't even know what to say. Just go on Google and find it. So takeaway for the gold:
stick with low premium.
He says stick with the low premium. Krugerrands, Britannias, we agree on that point. Although Krugerrands not so much, but okay. But you know, Andrew's always
definitely the
proponent of the Krugerrands.
Yeah.
He's got a neck beard. But guys, you know, let us know. Drop comments in the comment section. Questions.
Yeah, we'd love to know.
That's what this
any
is.
Subjects you guys want us to discuss or talk about. Please
absolutely.
Let us know.
We have a couple more that we're going to get through today. You know, just suggestions and questions that you guys had for us. And every Sunday, 2 p.m. And guys, we'll see you on the next one. Oh, and please don't forget to go to BayshoreBullionExchange.com and EmpirePreciousMetals.com.
Have a good weekend, guys.
Later, guys.